Hi everyone. Today we will see some of the operations of binary search tree. Among those, one is height of a tree. See here, I have written height of a tree is because finding out the height of a tree in any kind of tree is safe. That is the reason I have written like height of tree. So here, tree means that can be a binary search tree, binary tree, AVL tree, red black tree, splay tree, B tree, anything. That is the reason I have written only height of a tree. Okay. So before going to see writing the code for height of a tree, first we need to know what do you mean by height of a node. Height of a node is simply, you can say that the length of the longest path from a corresponding node x to the deepest node. I think with definition you didn't understand anything. I will explain. Let us assume that this is a kind of tree. There is nothing. Then the height of the tree is 0. Obviously you know. There is a node, single node. What is the height of this tree? See, a tree can contain a single node also, right? So the value of that node is x. I am falling. Okay. What is the height of this tree? This height of the tree I can define as the length of the longest path from the node x2. The node x2, the deepest node. Is there any deepest node for this node x? How we are going to calculate the path? Counting the total number of edges. Total number of edges. Is there any edges from node x to the deepest node? No, as there is only single node, so the total number of edges are 0. So height of this node, single node is 0. I mean what I am saying is height of no node. If node doesn't exist, then its height is 0. Or height of one node is 0. That is what I am saying. Okay. For example, there exists some node y. It will be connected like this. What is this height of node x? Height of node x is 0. The length of the longest path from x to the deepest node. There is no. What is the height of this node y? The height of this node y is the length of the longest path from node y to deepest node. What is deepest node with respect to this one? This one only. So how many edges are there? There is only one edge. So I will write like 1. Height of node y is 1. For example, I am writing like this. Right? So how many paths are there for y? There are 2 paths are there for y. Among those 2 paths, you have to take the longest path. Which is the longest path? Both are same, right? So height is 1. So for example, I am having okay. What is the height of the node y? Height of the node y is the length of the longest path from node y to deepest node. What is deepest node? This is the deepest node. So the deepest node path I need to calculate. So total number of edges are 1 and 2. So this height of this node is 1. Okay. Similarly, just check what is this height of the node 10. What is the height of the node 10? For node 10, how many paths are there? 1 path, 2 path and 3 path. But among these 3 paths, you have to take the longest path. The longest path is calculating total number of edges. 1, 2, 3. Whichever is the longest path, that is the height of the node. That is the height of the node. Okay, fine. So height of the node 10 is height of node 10 is 3. Okay, now comes to the definition of height of tree. Height of tree is, I can simply call it as height of root node. Height of a root node we can call it as height of the tree. Okay, fine. So how we are going to calculate it? Like, for example, I am saying that, so the height of the tree we can calculate for height of the root node. Height of the root node. For example, what we are going to do is, what is the height of the node 5? 0. Height of node 6 is, there is only one edge, 1. What is the height of this? I mean, what I am saying is, what is the height of the node 5? As, just check here, the height of the node 5 is 0. Node 5 is 0. Why I am writing 0? As there are no left childs or there are no right child, meaning that there is no left subchild and there is no right subchild. So I am writing simply as 0. Okay, fine. What is the height of the node 6? Node 6 height you can calculate by using height of the left subtree and height of the right subtree. Whichever is the maximum. Whichever is the maximum. What is the height of the left subtree? Height of the left subtree is 0. What about the height of the right subtree? 0. Which is maximum among these? Both are same, right? So maximum of this one is 0. And for this one, how we are going to get height 1? By adding 1. I mean, what I am saying is 1 plus maximum of these two, height of left subchild and height of right subchild. So that is the reason we are getting here. You can understand. What is the height of this node 16? Node 16. See here, as it is a leaf child, as it is a leaf node, as it is a leaf node, the leaf node value, the leaf node height is always 0. You don't need to calculate either left child value or right child value, right? Similarly, this is also leaf node, so height of this leaf node is 0. And this is also leaf node, right? So height of this leaf node is 0. This leaf node is 0. Okay, fine. Now I will move to this one. What is the height of this one? Is it a leaf node? No. It is having some data. It is having some data, right? So when it is not a leaf node, what we are going to do? We are going to find out height of the left subtree and height of right subtree. What is height of right subtree? Again you will get here 0. What is the height of the left subtree? 0. But there is some value. So what we are going to do is, we are going to find out 1 plus maximum of height of left subtree or height of right subtree. What is 1 plus 0 or 0? 1. You can understand. Now check this. What is the height of the node 14? You can simply calculate height of the left subtree. Height of the left subtree, and you can calculate height of right subtree. You already know height of the left subtree and you already know height of the right subtree. Then what we need to do? We need to take the longest path, right? So whichever is having the height higher, then I can take. That is the reason I am writing. So this is 0 and this is 1. So this path is more. So I will take this path. Along with that path, I will calculate one edge. That's it. So for that, what I am writing is, I am simply taking height of a particular node is 1 plus maximum of height of left subtree, comma height of right subtree. 1 plus. So what you are going to do here? 1 plus, what is height of left subtree? Maximum of 0 comma height of right subtree is 1. So among these two, whichever is the maximum? 1 is the maximum. So I will get the value here 2. So what is the height of the node 14? 2, right? Just check. From here to I need to find out the paths. This is one path and this is one path. So obviously it is 2. What is the height of this node? Height of this node is height of the left subtree and height of the right subtree, whichever is the maximum I will take, and I will add 1. Okay, fine. So I am going to write 1 plus maximum of, you already know, what is the height of the left subtree? 1. What is the height of the right subtree? 2. So what is the maximum among these two? 2. So 1 plus 2, 3. So which is our answer? Logic is simple. If you want to find out height of a particular node, we are going to take the left child height, or we are going to take the right child height. Whichever is the maximum, for that I am going to add 1. That simply represents height of n. Okay. So simply, if I am saying that a tree of height h of t, if there is no node, I mean the node value is null, I can say that node height is 0. Or if that height of the node one node, I mean if it is one node means I can call it as a leaf node. If t is a leaf node, I can also call it as I can call it as height 0. Okay, many of you are getting a doubt. In some textbooks they have given height of the single node as 0. Height of the single node as 1. So for example, there is a tree with height 0. With height 0 means I need to suppose to make a single node, right? So I am saying that height of this node is 0. Right? We have one formula. What are the maximum number of nodes? Supported by a binary tree of height h. You know the formula. Already I have derived. 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. I am saying that height is 0 for the single node. Then just substitute h value as 0. 2 power 0 plus 1 minus 1, that is 2 power 1 minus 1, that is 1. So the total number of nodes present in a tree of height 0 are 1. Okay, so this is correct. Okay, fine. Now we'll write the implementation logic for to calculate the height of the binary. Once you understood this one, implementation is very easy. Okay, fine. Now I am going to write height of binary search tree. I am going to pass some particular address for this one. I mean, you already know there is some root with initial, it contains the root address, right? So that particular I am calling it as T. Right? So what I am going to do is, first I need to check whether the node is a leaf node or not. If the node is a leaf node, what I need to return? I need to return only the 0. So I will check if T tends to left link equal to null and T tends to right link equal to null, I can say that I can simply, it is a leaf node, I can understood, and I can simply return the value 0. I can simply evaluate 0, right? Otherwise, if it is not a leaf node, it can be a null node, right? It can be a null node. If it is not, if it is a null node, what I am going to do? I am going to write if T double equal to null, then also I can simply return 0. I can simply return. If these two cases are not there, meaning that it can be any one of the tree with minimum height is 1. So for that, what I am going to do is I am going to simply take every time, right? So for example, if it is a leaf node, I am directly calculating. If it is a node of height 1, what I am going to do? I am going to calculate height of left subtree, height of right subtree. Just simply I did it here. Height of left subtree, height of right subtree. So I am going to call here recursively. So for our simplicity, I am taking height underscore b. So first I am going to call height underscore b of T tends to left. If it is not the case, I am going to take the value I am going to take the height of the left subtree 0, and then I am going to take height of right subtree, then I am going to store in R. See here, with respect to this node you can easily understand. With respect to this node, if I am saying that if I want to calculate height of the node, height of the left subtree and height of the right subtree. So in L it is going to get 0, in R it is going to get 1. Then what we are going to do? We are going to simply return 1 plus. So whenever I calculated, you want to calculate the height of the node, I need to add compulsory 1 plus max of height of left subtree and or max of height of right subtree, right? So for that you can write in different way. So I will check, right? If it is greater with respect to L and R, if L is greater I will return L, if R is greater I will return R. So you have a condition, one type of conditional statement. Just check. If L greater than R, I will return L, otherwise I will return R. If you want, you can just declare here int L comma. So this is the implementation code for height of it. For example, we'll take an example. Just note down here. So I am just okay. We will trace out this one. Now I am going to pass this address to here. I pass the address here 100, meaning that it will be pointed to this one. Okay, fine. Is this address is null? No. Is this address, I mean 100 times to left link is null, 100 times to right link is null? No. Then obviously compulsory it is going to execute these statements. Right? This statement I am going to represent here as 1, 2 and 3. So here just simply note down for every node 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why I am not writing 1, 2, 3 here, I can explain. Right? Okay, fine. Is T null? No. Is T times left link is null and T times right link is null? No. Then it is going to execute this statement, right? So when it comes to this statement, why I have defined here as 1 means these are all recursive statements. Right? When it is going to execute this statement, I mean when it comes to here, it is going to execute first one. And it will move to the left side. And whatever the value written by this one, it will comes to here. That's the reason I am left. So it comes to this one and it is going to check once again. What is T times left? 200. Means that now T is 200. It is not null. It is not a leaf node. Then it is not a leaf node. It is going to once again execute first statement. First statement is T times left. That is 600. It is going to pass 600. That is not a null node. That is not null. But it is a leaf node. Why? Because 600 tends to left link is null and 600 tends to right link is null. When both left and right are null, then what it is going to do? It is going to simply return the value 0. So for 1 it is going to get the value 0. Then after execution of this particular one statement, it is going to execute the statement 2. What is statement 2? Height of B, T tends to right. What is this 200? 200 tends to right link is null. So here it is going to get null. When it is null, then what it is going to return? It is going to return 0 simply. Then it is going to execute the third statement. What is the third statement? Return 1 plus L greater than, what is L value? L value is 0, R value is 0, so you will get obviously anything. So 0 or 0 anything, right? So 1 plus 0 comma 0, that is 1 plus 0, that is it is this statement is going to return the value 1 to here, the value 1 to here, the value 1 to here. The meaning of this statement is height of the left subtree is 1, height of the left subtree is 1. Then after successful execution of these three statements, it is going to execute the second statement. What is the second statement? Height of the t tends to right subtree, meaning that it is going to pass 300. It is going to pass 300. Now 300 is null? No. 300 tends to left link is null? 300 tends to right link is null? No. Then it is going to execute once again the first statement. When it is going to execute the first statement, it will execute once again. What is first statement? The t tends to left, that is 400. 400 not null, and t tends to left. 400 tends to left link. 400 tends to left link is null, and 400 tends to right link is null, meaning that it is a leaf node. Then it is going to return what? It is going to return 0 to this particular location. 0 to this particular location. After successful execution of this statement, it is going to execute the second statement, that is t tends to right. What is t tends to right? It is going to pass 500. When it is going to pass 500, 500 is not null, then 500 tends to left link is not null. Left link is not null, that is 700. When in uncondition, when 1 is false, then entire statement is false, right? So it won't execute this condition. Then it is going to execute this statement, that is it is going to execute the first statement. It is going to execute the first statement. First statement, height of t tends to left, that is it is going to pass 700 once again. When it is going to pass 700 double null, I mean it is not a null node, but it is a leaf node. When it is a leaf node, what it is going to do? It is going to return here as 0. Then it is going to execute the second statement. When it is going to execute the second statement, t tends to right. What is t tends to right? Null node. When it is null node, it is going to return the value 0. The value 0. Then after execution of the second statement, it is going to return. It is going to execute the third statement. What is the third statement? 1 plus L greater than R, right? 1 plus 0 greater than 0, 1 plus 0, that is this statement is going to return here as 1 plus maximum of 0 comma 0, that is 1. That is 1. Meaning that, not here, it will comes to the second statement, right? Next, it is going to execute the third statement. What is third statement? 1 plus L greater than R, right? I mean 1 plus, what is L value? 0 greater than R value is 1. R value is 1. So it is going to execute what statement? Condition is failed, so it is going to execute R. So maximum 1. I mean 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, it is going to return 2 to this particular statement. 2 to this particular statement. 2 to this particular statement. Okay. Then it is going to execute the third statement. Third statement is 1 plus L greater than R. What is L value? 1. R value is 2. I mean 1 plus 1 greater than 2. Either 1 or 2. So 1 greater than 2 condition fail means it will get the 2, right? So 1 plus 2 as 3. The third statement is completed. Third statement is completed. When all are completed, it is going to return the statement. So the height of the tree is 3 for this condition. So this is the implementation logic for a height of a tree.